But then the minister, when he came in, he actually raised a lot of emotions, expectations, where he gave directive that, for ease of access in obtaining passports. But then there are still some challenges of processing, capturing, and collection of this. And this seems to, confirm the skeptics' opinion that this might not be done. He also apologized lately for not really meeting up with the two-week target. What would you say to this? What would you say is responsible for this?
The issue that has to do with passport is a policy issue. But operationalization, that's facilitation of the issuance and administration of passport at the command level, is an operational issue. So I would rather discuss the operational issue on passport than to go into the policy of passport. The policy of passport has to do with what goes about the contracts and the production of passport, which is not within my purview. But the operationalization, which has to do with issuance and administration, is within the purview of the command. The Passport Control Office is being supervised by a passport control officer who is under the supervision also of a controller. So the controller of every state command, by virtue of our mandate, we have a direct supervision right over the passport offices. And passport is not an issue that is just by the surface. It's an operational issue that has to do with technology, and it has to do with human beings. So when these two aspects are not taken care of, there's likely to be issues. When we talk about technology, we are talking about the network, we are talking about electricity, and we are talking about the know-how of the operators of the machines. And then when we are talking about human beings, we are talking about the applicants themselves, the attitude of the applicants, the level of understanding, and that's the more reason why the Controller General of Brigade Service, the Acting Controller General of Brigade Service, Caroline Wurala, directed that we must educate all passport applicants on frequently asked questions and things they need to know about the passport. Passport is beyond just applying, but you must come with the right documents. There are instances when people come for passport, and all they want is they want it now. That is a recipe for corruption. That is one of the areas we have been sensitizing our staff and officials on. Nobody comes to you to tell you now. There cannot be any magic about producing passport for somebody who has not gotten the right documents. Sometimes individuals will want to change certain information, which is not within the purview of the state command. But as much as they come to the state and they cannot get it immediately, they will resort to social media to say that I was at the immigration office and I cannot get my passport. You can only get your passport when the conditions or the requirements are met. And these requirements are on the website. Every person can Google on www.immigration.gov.ng and go to the section that has to do with passport, and you get all the requirements. And it is an online application, and you can pay online. But most times, people prefer to always go to passport office in the name of I have somebody there. And thank God for the Acting Controller General of Brigade Service, who has discouraged people from using a third party. So once an individual can go and process his passport himself, we are sure that such kind of individual will get his passport at the right time. Get the right document, follow the right process, and don't cut corner. It is the best way to getting passport issued to people. And it has been done all over the place. The magic one that you saw that was unbundled for processing passport is because of the deployment of every asset of the service to ensure that people who don't have right document do not get through. People who are cutting corners are not getting what they want, because you cannot go to a third party who's not an immigration officer and scale through the process that's in place now. There is a SAMCOM unit and there's also a monitoring unit that ensure that no individual who did not go through the right process pass through the passport office.
Right, very quickly, we are going on a break. Sorry to butt in, we are going on a break, but then when we come back, I would definitely like to ask you about what you said about the know-how among the people, among the officials of the Nigerian Immigration Service. Right, thank you very kindly. You've actually, explained a lot of things, and talking about the challenges in acquiring one's passport. You mentioned the issue of, we understand the fact that some people might not come with the requisite documents, and some other issues that surround the getting or the acquiring of passport. But you mentioned something which is very important. You said also the know-how of the custom official, the NIS official. Who is that to say that there are some people that are employed into the system who do not understand how these machines, how the system works, that would definitely not allow proper delivery of this passport. Could you help us clarify that?
What I mean by the know-how is that all the operatives that are being posted to the passport office are being trained specifically for that assignment. So for any person to now come and want to cut corner is not possible because it's a process. Like, number one, you cannot go to the passport office to go and apply without payment. The federal government has done a very good check and balance for the service that until the payment drops, you cannot even be captured. So the machine will not even accept capturing you in the first instance. So when you say you want it now, you are only trying to induce officers to do a wrong thing rather than allowing the system to work, because the passport is a system and it's an institutional system that must work. So it is not individual based. So no individual can say is the one that will give you a passport. It is the system that gives the passport. So if the system is working, definitely you get it. And that's what we have now. You cannot come to passport office without paying. After payment, then you must come at the appropriate date that's given to you based on what the system has given. That means when you pay, the machine will update you for a specific date. And you come on that day, and once you are captured, and you don't have any problem in your breeder document. What are the breeder documents? That's the document you supply to immigration. And it is not we that actually give these documents. All the documents come from you. The indigent letter, the declaration of age or birth certificate, and the national identity number. They are from different agencies. Some of these documents, if they are not in order, our officers will definitely scrutinize. And in the course of scrutinization, if it is discovered that those documents are not genuine, definitely your process cannot go through. Sometimes, in the course of processing, some people will leave the passport office and go away. By the time they are being called upon, they say the person is not there. It's also another aspect of where people will say they went to passport office. Sometimes it's not from our officials, it's from the public themselves. So when you are looking for the passport, your concentration must be on what you are looking for. And you must ensure that all the documents you are giving to us as visa documents are genuine, so that everything will get through. And you should apply. You should make sure that you pay before you go to passport office. Don't approach the passport office with cash. The service leadership has frowned at people going with cash to passport office so as to frustrate the issue of people saying that they pay some amount of money. But when you pay yourself officially, you now go with the evidence of your payment. And then ensure that your payment has dropped before approaching the passport office. Then the passport office don't have any reason not to capture you because already you are in the process. So when I said the know-how, I mean our officers are in the system and they understand what the machine is expecting from them. They are all trained officers. Nobody can be picked from outside and taken to passport office to go and operate a machine that he has never operated before. So most of the officials there are trained for that assignment, and that's why it is not just easy for anybody to go on the system and say he wants to operate the machine. It's not possible. You must be trained for it.